everybody, to Fandom Nights.
Welcome, everybody, to Fandom Nights, where we break down pop culture one fandom at a time. I'm Chris.
I stubbed my toe. I'm Dustin.
And I'm Sherman.
And today we're talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender, Book 3, Chepisode 2.
The stub toe.
The Headband. You alright there, bud?
Yeah, we're good.
All I have to say is, Hotman?
Hotman?
Greetings, Hotman.
Yeah. Stay flaming.
Flamio, Hotman.
Flamio. This was released on September 28th of 2007. So, Dustin, take us through the story if you can talk over your stubbed toe.
No, I just got to fart again.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
I think I was a little harsh on this one, man. I rated the last episode pretty high, and this one I rated pretty low, but yeah. It was kind of a filler
You don't like
episode.
Footloose?
I literally
totally
put down
Footloose.
Welcome to Footloose.
Oh, really?
My name.
I was like, it's the main character who tries to get everyone to dance and throws a secret dance party, and all the adults find out and try to destroy the party. Sounds like Footloose.
Totally
Especially
is.
in a place where like people don't like dancing or having fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Man,
Welcome to Footloose.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't dance in the homeland. But
Okay.
why?
And man, his dance moves are awesome. He has some pretty good moves.
Heck yeah. For being frozen in the snow or whatever.
Yeah. So, Dustin, take us through the story.
Alright, so it opens with Zuko waking up in the middle of the night to go to the prison. And Zuko gets spotted by one of the guards and he immediately heads back. Like, nope,
Oh, I'm out of here. This is
not
getting
today. The gang is flying on Appa, covered by a cloud.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty creative.
no kidding. Wouldn't it be really weird? It's like, wow, that cloud is descending super quick.
Yeah. How weird would that be to see? Yeah, it's like Nimbus from Dragon Ball Z. Nimbus! You guys probably don't know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
no,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, he doesn't know what I'm talking about.
No. What is Dragon Ball Z?
No. Well, this is the original Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z.
Well, Nimbus is in Dragon Ball Z too.
Not as much though.
Yeah. Anyways.
Literally, Dragon Ball Z, I just cannot get over.
That's because you have to watch 6 episodes for one fight.
It was very hard. Like, when I was little, it was awesome. Nowadays, watching it, it's like, good lord, just go faster.
I watched a TikTok of like renaming anime
Uh-huh.
with 4 words or less, or
Okay.
describing anime in 4 words or less.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned Dragon Ball Z, and they're like the Scream Olympics,
The Scream Olympics.
because it's literally what they do. They just sit there and scream at each other.
They're just powering themselves up.
Super Saiyan.
I know. I swear, there's half of an episode that just
Is
devoted to
screaming.
someone screaming and powering themselves up. Different shots, different areas,
And
shooting
just the
same
fact that
person.
like some guy got paid for all that.
I know.
Some guy
a
got
group
paid
of people
to
got
record
paid
and
for.
go,
All right. Then we need to take it a next step.
Yep.
Go farther.
Take the next step. And he's powering up again. Even higher. Go even higher. Oh gosh.
I wonder if like anybody broke like a vocal cord doing that.
It looks like they did, but yeah.
Had to have. People definitely lost their voice on a daily basis.
That's what audio like editing is for.
So the gang, they find a cave nearby, and Sokka makes this joke about how they're going to have to live from cave to cave and cave. Katara's like, don't worry, we don't have to be cave people. Like, if we could just find a way to like blend in better, then we wouldn't have to live in cave to cave to cave. So Katara comes up with this good idea to like find clothes, like Fire Nation clothes, and so they go into town and find this one house with literally like probably their entire closet
All the clothes they need.
out on clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like 100 different articles of clothing. There's a family of 1,000 there.
These are the people who wait till like every other clothing piece is dirty.
Yeah.
All right, we're wearing our only last clean clothes right now. Let's do some laundry.
I forgot, but Toph makes a joke before about the birds hearing them. Like,
Oh, these are enemy birds or something like that.
We're in enemy territory. These are enemy birds. And all of a sudden just sits on his head and just, caws at him. So then Toph doesn't want to wear shoes. So she just like literally
That was cool.
pulls out the soles of the shoes.
I
with her foot.
enjoyed like the
The foot face on Sokka.
Right?
Yeah.
What bugged me about that scene was like, Katara's like, I call the silk robe, does not take a silk robe.
Well, I mean, maybe it's whatever she wears is considered a robe in there. I don't know.
That exposes her entire midriff?
I don't know.
I mean, you're not wrong.
She's 15, Dustin.
Hey, she's a cartoon.
Hey, man, when this episode
she's
came
not
out,
voiced
I
by
was 17.
And she's not voiced by a 15-year-old. And
Actually,
when
no,
this
I was
came out,
18.
when this came out,
That's
I was
like saying
10.
that's like
I was
saying
very legal.
that's like saying, oh, you're 15, but not on the inside.
She was 15, maybe, yes, but I was 11.
You
when
were
this came
smaller,
out.
yeah.
I was actually 18 when this episode was released.
Yeah.
Yeah, like me looking up to Katara back then, like, dude, she was. I wanted to be with Katara when I was 10. Yeah.
In all honesty, so like, I know this is a weird conversation to have, but like, my like crush out of this entire series was May.
Really?
Yep.
Why? Heartless, soulless May?
Pale, dark hair, like.
I mean,
Give me the goth chick any day.
it's hard to choose. My Ty is probably Ty Lee or Katara, I guess. I mean, I do like Azula too. She's pretty hot.
If she would murder you in your sleep.
She'd be like the Gone Girl version of a relationship.
Oh
yeah.
The girl. Okay, so like I hate seeing her, that actress, in anything else
I
after
know.
watching that movie.
Man, I never saw Gone Girl before, and I've read the book, so I knew it was coming, but I didn't know that was going to happen because they changed it a little bit. I remember watching it with you, and both of us were just like, ah! Anytime I see her in anything now, I'm like, nope, I don't like this.
So that's what's going to be a problem, because she's going to be one of the like big characters in the Wheel of Time TV show.
Really? Yeah.
And I'm like, no!
She just plays a villain so good now.
She's a good person in the books. Her character is. For Wheel of Time.
Okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, no, not Gone Girl. She's a great person.
Yeah.
So Katara is like,
we're getting off on a lot of bunny trails. Sorry, we gotta go through this.
yeah, that's why I'm getting back.
Yep.
Okay, so Katara is like, how do I look? And immediately pans to Aang. He's just blushing. But then he thinks logically, and he's like, your mother's necklace.
Oh, that is kind of cool.
It's gonna give it away.
He doesn't.
He tries to hide like the love for her with like logic. Like,
Yeah.
you look amazing, but
You look
the necklace is gonna give it away.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying?
fire.
You look
Literally.
fire.
So Aang and the gang head to town and find food, and Aang is greeting everyone as Hotman. Hello, Hotman.
Hotman?
Hotman. Hotman. How are you, Hotman?
Just let me do
I wonder
it.
if that's like the Fire Nation version of like, how do you do, or hello, good sir, like some old
Maybe
timey-
100 years ago, though. Yeah.
Like what
Yeah, he's
what was a
from
greeting?
I know.
What was a greeting here 100 years ago? Like
Oh,
That's if you want to. That's
Minnesota.
just if you want to squeeze by and grab the ranch.
yeah. Squeeze by and jump.
Oh, thank you. Oh gosh.
Awesome. Aang is confronted by security of the town, which is actually
We know exactly who you are.
These people are actually pretty cool. These people are from the royal palace and stuff, from the art book or whatever.
Oh.
And they are actually part of the people who trained the palace guards and all the soldiers and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it's mainly women that actually train the soldiers and stuff too. It's kind of weird. Not weird, but not for this time period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm misogynistic, I guess.
So I like that right before this, they're like trying to find something to eat, and he's like, "Oh, they only have meat.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just eat lettuce out of the
Lettuce out of
trash."
the trash.
But like, so because Sokka's like, listen, even the meat here eats meat, and like I was like, okay.
It was a hippo or something, right?
Cow hippo question
hippo?
mark because
Yeah.
it looked like a cow but like looked like a hippo but still had horns.
Oh,
like,
it did.
yeah.
I noticed that, yeah.
Hippocow.
Hippocow. There you go. Hippocac.
Yak. Don't go back. So the teacher claims that Aang is not from the Fire Nation, and Aang was like freaking out. He's like, "Oh crap! They know that.
Yeah,
You're clearly a colonist."
Yeah.
He's like,
This whole scene was just perfect.
I know when the guards meet him, and then the teacher goes in there. Oh, do you have another mind for molding? And I just got done watching School of Rock the other week. Need another mind for. All I need are minds for molding, and that's all I could think of.
Jeez.
So the teacher asks him to remove the headband, and he's like, "No, I can't. Like, I got a scar." It's like really embarrassing.
Luckily that worked. I don't think that would work in our high school.
No.
You got a scar? Sorry, it's the rule.
No hats!
For me, man, I was so rebellious in high school, I would have told every adult to F off, though. I did. Regretfully.
With from wearing a hat?
No, just other things, but... No, I never, like, wore anything. Dude, I wore, like, shorts and sweatpants in school.
Yeah.
I wore a kilt every single Wednesday of senior year.
I remember. Pretty sure my dad thought you were pretty odd back then. I remember him saying some comments like, "Why is he wearing a dress?" I was like, "It's not a dress, it's a kilt."
I still have that, by the way.
You still have your kilt?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, we should all get a kilt and wear a kilt one episode. That'd be cool.
I'm good.
Me and you, we'll do it. I'll buy a kilt.
It's oddly freeing.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a kilt and we should wear a kilt next time or something.
And you don't have to be a traditional Scotsman. Like, you can wear underwear.
No.
Okay, rabbit trails. Let's go.
Free.
I had to wear
Release
underwear.
the nature.
I had to wear underwear because my German class, they had the desks facing each other with like a mid row. Because I kept thinking about it. I'm like, there's no way I could like just because as you can see, I like the man spread.
Man, yeah, that reminds me of a 7th grade memory. It was a good memory for my case, but like same situation happened, but it was like the hottest girl of the class,
Right?
wearing a dress.
That happened my first year in German class, man.
It was
because the same situation. I'm like, I've learned.
Yeah, she later found out that in that class, after me and all the other guys were like, "Look at that."
That's why you don't mention it till after the class.
Hey, we had a good 5 minutes while it lasted. Chris, are you enjoying this conversation?
Anyways.
I know it's just cringing to death over there.
I'm not cringing. I'm just like...
If you want to cringe, because I can make it happen.
So Aang gets confronted after class about Momo by Anji, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, like I'm not a tattletale. I won't tell on you." Mm-hmm. And then Anji's boyfriend tells Aang to back off.
Hide.
Yeah. So is that what his name is?
Yeah, because you find out towards the end.
Yeah.
So real quick, did you guys like how when they do the whole like bowing thing, bowing to your elders, and the teacher like shows him how to do it?
It's like this or something, right?
No, but like the concept is like the teacher's actually bowing to her elder because he's 112.
Ah, that's cool.
It's like, yeah, in this country we bow to our elders. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. Did they put their thumb up? Is that what it was,
Yep.
or was it? Okay, so it is like that.
Yep, but like
cool.
Not
little,
super
like
high up.
Little tiny flame just.
Oh, okay.
So after Anji's boyfriend did not beat up Aang, and some of the other kids were like, "Wow, he didn't beat you up. That's crazy. You want to come play hide and explode?"
I know. I want to see what that game is.
Yeah.
That looks so. It sounds.
It's
so
gotta be
fun.
hide and seek.
You say that, but then the
explode.
very next scene when he goes back to the cave, like he's got freaking dirt. Like somebody probably blew up next to him.
Oh, really? That's so funny.
So Aang gets back to camp and tells them that he was enrolled into school, and Sokka's like,
Oh, he's
What?
so mad.
Yeah,
he's
like
so mad. I love seeing.
he's
Sokka
like
mad.
on his schedule, and this is just breaking his schedule.
Enrolled in school, made friends, or what? I don't remember the progression of what he says, but it's just
my
so
favorite
funny.
part about this is like knowing that they eventually come back later to like pretend to be his parents, but they act like his parents this whole episode.
Oh yeah,
It's like no.
I think I was a little harsh on this episode because I laughed so much during this episode. Most of it was because of Sokka. Like
Right.
he just
Oh
pure
yeah,
comic relief in this episode.
I agree. So Zuko makes another attempt to go into the prison and gets in, but gets spotted by a guard. So then Zuko grabs him by like the throat, lifts him up by the wall, and basically is like, "You will not tell anyone about this." We later find out that he did tell someone about this.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
I know.
Jesus.
You're ruining the big reveal.
I don't
That
know
was
if I'd
actually
call.
Azula tricking him.
I don't know if I'd call that a big
Oh,
reveal.
So speaking of sorry, we missed on when Sokka was talking. Sokka's getting so mad and all this stuff, and then Aang's like, well, I learned so much. I'm learning so much about the Fire Nation and all this stuff. Yeah. And he's like, see, I already got a picture of Ozai, and I made one out of noodles. And Sokka's like, well, that is impressive. I laughed so hard.
That was the next scene, but yeah.
Is it the next scene? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. Well, he's so impressed by this noodle picture, and I couldn't stop laughing because I'm like, he's trying to be an artist when Appa was missing. He's making all his wanted posters, and he's like, well, that is an impressive noodle picture, but that's beside the point.
He's like, all serious. It's impressive, I admit. But
that noodle picture is impressive, I admit. But that's
like that's what he's impressed about. Yeah. Not finding out about the secret river or nothing. That noodle.
I am a fan of secret rivers. Oh, Sokka.
So then Aang says, yeah, kind of going ahead. But...
Sorry, I thought we passed it. Sorry.
Yeah, so Aang says, I guess we won't find out about the secret river that goes directly to the palace. And so Sokka's like, all right, we'll try it.
New plan.
Zuko then tells Iroh that he was a fool for not joining him in Ba Sing Se, and Zuko explodes on him and telling him that he's crazy. He's a crazy old man. If you weren't in prison here, you'd be sleeping in a gutter.
Gosh, all the scenes between Zuko and Iroh are just gut wrenching, because you just see Iroh there, and then I don't know if it's this scene or the next one, but Iroh just tears up when he leaves, and it's like and not saying anything. Like, unfortunately, what's his name? Mako died, but like I'm glad he didn't talk and he didn't say anything. Just him being silent, because he's always just ready and willing to like give some advice, do this, do that. But like, Zuko, you hurt him horribly. Like, I don't know. It's always sad when your teacher or your elder gets hurt, you know. And I don't know. You always think of someone as being like strong and never, no matter what I do, he's always gonna be himself, but I don't know, he's just broken.
I think Iroh wasn't talking because he's already said everything he possibly could to get him to turn on the right path. So the only thing he can do is be silent and make him figure it out for himself, which he does eventually. But that was the moral, I think. So then Aang goes back to class, and he's trying to sing the anthem of the Fire Nation.
He doesn't know any of the words.
Fire Lord, blah blah blah.
Firebending.
Fire Lord. Alright. And then, because of him messing up, they get quizzed on the Air Nation genocide.
Yeah.
It's like, how did Ozai, or how did Azulon, like, take his, or how did Sozin, like, how did he, like, conquer the air nomads or whatever? And Aang is like, well, technically they didn't, like, go to war or whatever. Army. Like, the air nomads
all the students are just, what?
Well, because he says the word Sozin ambushed them.
Yeah.
And everybody's like,
do you think they all know that he ambushed them?
Oh, no.
But
the history books are only told by the winner.
Yeah. Well, no, I know, but I'm saying, like, there's some cultures or some things where, like, everyone knows what's really going on, but this is what we teach in our school. Like, everyone knows. I'm trying to think of an example, but everyone knows what really happened, but this is what we gotta say happened, and everyone knows it. It's just an unspoken thing, you know? Do you think it's like that, or do they just literally not know?
No, the history books are told that they went to war with the air nomads.
Okay.
It wasn't, they didn't tell them that it was literally, like, mass ambush genocide.
A massacre. But yeah, it's propaganda, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because, I mean, like, having anyone speak ill of any Fire Lord is like, what?
I think that's why they were like gasping. Because you're speaking
about
the Fire Lord like that?
Yeah.
Like, okay, good luck.
Yeah.
So then it cuts to Aang in music class, and he starts dancing when he plays the Sungi.
Sungi horn.
That's what
Second
plays,
time.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Iroh plays?
Yeah, Iroh played that in the last season.
Yeah. I don't remember where, but he plays it somewhere.
So apparently they don't dance in the homeland, which is...
Every once in a while, your love of country overwhelms you or something like that.
He's
so
like,
if you must,
if
just
you
march
must.
in place. Aang's so sad. He's just, this is not fun.
He's just like, fine. So this is what I'm allowed to do. So then outside after class, Anji really likes the dance he was doing. And this is actually the exact trailer you get for the whole show when you just hover over it.
I know.
This is kind of cool. When you hover over the Avatar show, at least on a computer or whatever, it like gives you the little trailer of the show.
Oh, okay.
This is the moment you get for the show.
Oh, okay.
Is
Anji walking
I have that turned off because I hate that so much.
Kuzan,
You can do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
You got to go into your computer setting because like when you open up Netflix.
So you just don't enjoy life?
Well, I don't like when you're browsing Netflix and you're just hovering over something to read it and it's like, and it goes into a big trailer or something like that.
I like the trailers.
I don't like the trailers. I'd just rather read about it.
So when you watch movies out of all of these, do you skip the previews?
For the most part. Yeah. Most of these, I've seen all the previews.
Who cares?
Unorthodox film guy over here.
It's so cool. Like when you picking up like Congo, yeah. That came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like I love the nostalgia of watching
sometimes I'll watch them, but
previews.
Yeah.
Especially like old Disney movies, those are the best because you get that like nostalgic like blue screen intro coming soon to DVD.
Yeah.
You shouldn't watch trailers ever then.
What? Why?
Same premise.
I just don't want to watch them when I'm browsing Netflix. It's just a preference. That's why I changed it in my preferences.
No, you should never watch a trailer again.
Good Lord.
So Anji likes the way he was dancing and asks if he could show her. And Aang is like, I can show you. And then Anji's boy, Hide comes over and is like, you're going to do what with my girlfriend? I was just going to show her some moves. No one shows her anything, especially moves or movement, especially movement. I was like, that's the weirdest thing ever.
You can tell how uncomfortable she is every time he shows up.
Yeah.
Just like no smiles.
Arranged marriage.
Yeah.
No, it's like, all right, well, I guess you're the popular kid, but I don't really want to do anything with you. But
this is a really cool fight scene.
Yeah,
it wasn't even a fight. It was just him doing his airbending, dodging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually made me think more of like the leaf thing that
in Korra.
In Korra.
I know.
Oh, you actually get that one.
Yeah, I do get that reference. I understood that reference.
This is the first ever
Captain
Korra
America
reference.
here. Frozen.
So then, after Aang is done dodging him, he doesn't trip him, but he trips over himself because Aang is so good at dodging.
Mm-hmm.
And so then Aang is accused of fighting on a second day, and he has to have a parent-teacher conference.
Best parent-teacher conference ever.
Sokka plays the dad pretty good. Katara and Sokka pretend to be his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Fire.
Just makes up a name. This is my name. I'm Wang. Wang Fire. This is my wife, Saf Fire.
Sapphire Fire.
That's one thing I love about Katara. Like she
whatever
never
name gets made up,
never
she
misses a beat.
Yep.
Best wingman ever.
I know. I love how she pretends to be pregnant, and I love the most that Sokka just doesn't take the beard off for the rest of the episode. He just wears it the whole time. Rosie was like, "Did he grow that? Is that a real beard?" I'm like, "No, he just loves the beard."
He said it's like glued onto his face and he can't take it off. It's a little hard to get it off at the end. When they're riding on Appa, he's like, I can't actually get it off right now. It's like
does he
to
say
my
that?
face. Yeah.
It's glued to my
I
skin.
didn't remember
He's
that.
like, it's glued to my skin. So at the conference, he's if Aang, the guy is like, if Aang doesn't straighten up, he will be sent to reform school, also known as coal mines.
Jeez.
Welcome to the Nazi party.
To totalitarian governments. Yeah.
Back to Zuko and May, and they're kissing, and weird. I said this last episode. This is when Azula comes up and breaks up their kiss.
Maybe.
Weird.
Yeah.
Azula tricks Zuko into admitting he went to go visit Uncle Iroh.
Mm-hmm.
This is that part we were talking about. That I said.
That guard must have told you. No.
You
just did.
Yeah. That was cool.
And
she's
honestly,
so good at reading her brother. Like freaks me out. I'm not even Zuko. Like if I don't know.
Crazy thing is like this is the one scene that Zula was actually like helping him out.
Yeah, she actually legitimately
no tricks up the
was helping
sleeves.
her
Just
out.
like it looks really bad. You going to visit with your uncle when you guys are both traitors.
I honestly think she's completely in his camp right now. Like even from coming home, she's definitely putting a little bit of protection between the relationship by saying like, no, you killed the Avatar. You know, but I think she's pretty.
She would 100% kill him if she had a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, but right now, but if she needed to, but she wouldn't just do it out of making some random decision. If she needed to kill him, she would.
No. She likes torturing him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
She enjoys seeing pain in people.
This is just the one off chance time that she was just being genuinely nice. Saying, hey, it looks awfully suspicious you going to talk with your uncle.
Yeah.
When you guys were fugitives, like,
together.
a week ago.
Yeah.
About a week ago.
About a week ago. Fart again.
Yeah.
Do it.
Should I just rip a big one? See how loud it comes up on the screen?
Go ahead. I don't care.
Do it. I kind of want to see.
I don't have to. I was joking. Okay.
We'll move the speaker.
So back at the camp, Aang comes up with a plan to give the kids the future of the Fire Nation a little freedom in the form of a dance party. Hashtag
Footloose!
Toph and Aang create a dance party in their cave by like earthbending like a stage for the
Flamios.
Is that what they are?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
cool.
what they call them.
The Flamios. The kids are very resistant at first to dance before Aang convinces them to express themselves and shows them some ancient dancing techniques.
The Phoenix fight and the Comelephant strut. I don't know.
The Phoenix flight was it's kind of funny because it's definitely like
Russian.
I don't think it was intentional, but kind of foreshadows the end of the book. Because when
does he land like that or something?
No, Ozai crowns himself as the Phoenix King.
Oh.
And he plans to over take control, essentially world domination, using airships. So the Phoenix, literally taking flight during Sozin's comet. Boom!
I put a note here: Sokka normal all the time, and it made me laugh. And I don't remember what that means.
We'll get to it.
Maybe.
Okay. So then Katara is sitting there with Toph, and Toph is like, I didn't know Twinkle Toes was such a good dancer. And Katara looks over and then immediately just smmiles. I think immediately falls in love with Aang. Just such a good dancer.
Ooh.
Then it cuts to Zuko, and he's apologizing to Iroh that this isn't what he wanted, and he's very confused. Iroh ignores him the whole time, and Zuko eventually leaves. And as he leaves, Iroh sheds a tear for his lost nephew.
So I made a note of this one. Every time Zuko goes into Iroh's prison cell, there's just this weird, this really kind of cool misty look over everything. Just not faded, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The way it looks like.
It's cool.
Yeah. Creaking in the chair. Fun sound. So Katara gets jealous at Anji and Aang dancing together because I think Toph is like, wow, they dance really good together, and Katara's like,
no, Sokka's they look really good together.
oh, okay, Sokka.
Yeah, I guess if you're into that.
Aang reaches for Katara's hand for a dance, and then they essentially start dancing, but it looks like they're practicing waterbending. And
I like who's like, oh, come dance with me, and Katara's like, I don't know how, and then he just whispers in her ear, and you're like, oh, I know what's gonna happen now. They're gonna do their water dances.
So yeah, Katara is nervous, and Aang just tells her that it's just the two of them, and then her eyes fall into this gaze that's only on
just
him.
You and me right now.
It's you and me, baby.
He's got some moves.
So I wonder if the tales of their adventures is where Tenzin's son, I can't think of his name.
Which one?
Tenzin's son?
Milo?
Yeah.
Milo, yeah.
The baby. The boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, how Milo just is so smooth as just trying to be like his grandpa.
Oh, he's just as smooth as Aang.
Right?
Definitely got his
No,
grandfather's touch.
it's just you and me. What should I call you besides beautiful?
So yeah, Katara and Aang have an epic dance together. They're jumping through the air, doing flips and whatnot or whatever. And then Hide ruins all the fun by bringing in the tattletale.
Is that what happens in Footloose? Does one of the popular kids like rat them all out or something? Oh, really? Like it's literally beat for beat like Footloose.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
I like how right before they break in, that one like bigger kid, he's just doing the sprinkler dance.
Right?
And I'm like, oh, dude, he's doing a sprinkler dance.
I love the one guy who just like when he says freestyle and he literally just random.
Yeah.
Just like, wow.
The music in it, it's cool though. Like the music this whole time like changes when he does that and just
So,
like gets you into it.
Some of the music that the Flamingos are playing during this whole dancing is the exact same music for the opening like title sequence.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
You're welcome.
That's why you're here, Sherman. Okay. So yeah, Hide spoils all the fun by bringing the adults to the show, and the adults are like, we need the kid with the headband, like he's the one who started the party and all that, and so then immediately like all the kids just
I am Spartacus.
I know. I totally put that the I am Spartacus moment.
Right.
So yeah, everyone puts on a headband and basically confuses the guy, and they are able to go away. But
I love all the different like voices for this. This is the random kids. You looking for something?
My favorite part of that scene was at the end when Aang goes and he earth bends the wall shut or whatever, and it pans the kid's face and he's like, "Whoa, what? Like, what is that? What happened?"
Now, if you had thought about it for like a second, I wouldn't have like. If I were that kid, I wouldn't have been so surprised because, like, knowing that he's from the Earth Nation colony or the Earth Kingdom colonies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they just think everyone can firebend though. That's it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to school in the Fire Nation. Must be a firebender.
So yeah, they escape on Appa, and Sokka keeps his beard and mustache on because it's literally glued to his face. Katara gives Aang a kiss and tells Aang. Gives Aang a kiss, and Sokka's like, "Flameo, man, flameo." And that's pretty much the end of the episode. It cuts to Zuko meeting with the Combustion Man. And hires him to find the Avatar and end him.
That guy's totally a Dragon Ball Z character.
Well, let's just say he's had a few accidents while practicing combustion bending, hence not having a left arm or a right leg. They're metal.
Oh, I didn't notice
They're
that.
solid metal.
Oh. Yeah. Did they bend and stuff?
Yeah.
So he can metal bend.
They're mechanical. You.
Next time, we're just going to take our combined forces and just push him through that wall. We could do it.
Speaking of forces...
I mean, it's just air.
Speaking of forces, the bending numbers for this episode, there was 7 of water, 2 of earth, 2 of fire, and 2 of air. There's not a lot in this episode. It was mostly just dancing.
It was footloose.
The worst part for that, like for my stuff, there's like no like good like voice actors. They're all like weird B-list like.
Oh, and
kids.
Hardly. Yeah, they hardly do anything.
Yeah, and I only put 7 of water because there's just one in the beginning, and then Katara when they're preparing the party, she's like bending multiple times over and over and over again. So, yeah.
I did read something for the dance that Katara and Aang do, because like they at first when he's like saying that he's gonna show them like old like firebending dances, so the martial arts consultant for the shows, all the shows, actually said that like waterbending and firebending have very similar like motions. Oh. So like it's actually a combination of both, because of their martial arts styles.
Well, that's cool.
Right.
Creatures. The only thing I saw was those cave hoppers. But
the cave that's all you saw, not the giant iguana things that were sitting on the like that was sitting on the rock at the beginning. There's toucans, the cow hippo.
Yeah, I suppose. I wasn't paying attention, I guess.
No, that's why I'm here, Dustin.
Oh, I know.
Now, if only I could get my $10 before I leave.
I'm all for it. He's got the money.
So yeah, nothing really with the cast then?
No.
Okay.
Like nothing.
All right, let's rate it.
Bugged me about
Dustin,
that,
what would you rate the story arc in this one?
999. German?
I actually went 10.89.
Below 35 minutes.
I went 10.89.
10.89?
Yeah. Sound was perfect.
Oh, wait. 9 for...
The story arc, you say 9?
I'll do 9. I like the Footloose Avatar thing.
Okay. And then the execution?
I mean, it was just like Footloose, so I'll say a 9.
Okay. And then the writing?
Say a 9, because it was Footloose.
The delivery, I gave an 8. The action, I gave an 8. And the believability, I gave an 8. I couldn't see...
I think the action is a little high for that.
Yeah, it was... Well, I like all the dance things, and action's not just action, just blocking stunts and the environments that they're in. So, I don't know. I like just seeing the school and the
sets
cave.
is part of my thing.
Yeah.
Good point. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Been copying this down.
Yeah.
Well, see, when I looked over his list, like, there's like a couple of his that could also apply to mine.
There is
a couple of mine that apply to yours. And
yeah.
So, like, we could actually eliminate, like, a couple of these.
Yeah. Sherman, what would you give the music in this one?
10.
10?
Okay. So after the opening credit, like when Zuko's walking up to the prison, super ominous sound, loved it. The rest of besides like the Zuko scenes, like super whimsical, kind of like with like all the music in the school.
Yeah.
Cave dance was perfect.
Visuals?
I gave an 8. It wasn't anything like super crazy for this episode because like, I mean, bending numbers were pretty low for this, so like there wasn't a lot of like action. The dance was super awesome though, and I thought like framing was pretty good for like how they picked out their clothes.
Yeah.
The effects.
Effects I give a 9, just because I thought it was really nice to finally see everybody in new outfits instead of the same crap every day.
The animation team was super excited to start working on this episode because it's different from the stock outfits that they have, and so they just wanted something different. They were excited to do something different for the rest of the show.
And yeah, that misty look when you're in Iroh's cell, like between him and Zuko, like I thought that was just perfect.
Yeah,
it's almost like they took the contrast down of the whole show.
Right.
Everything was almost a little whiter.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dustin, what would you overall rate this episode?
I'll do a solid. 12. I'll do a 9 because we can't do smaller numbers.
Okay.
But 8.6 if we had to do a smaller number. But 9.
Okay, that means we rated it at 8.7 and IMDb did a 8.4. So, yeah,
not bad.
A little bit higher.
Right on.
Cool. That's all we got. Dustin, take us out.
Please subscribe to our Apple. Thank you guys for watching this Chepisode of Book 3, Chepisode 2 of Avatar. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our Apple and Spotify podcast to catch the video version. Subscribe to YouTube and join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. To the Macarena.
No, it's like the weird dance that they were doing. Like,
Oh, yeah. So that's it, you guys. Thanks as always. And for the Star Wars fans, may the Force be with you, and goodbye. Appa.
Yep.
Flamio Hotman.
Flamio Hotman.